Thailand is a stunning country known for its breathtaking beaches, friendly locals, and vibrant culture. Every year, millions flock to its shores for adventure, relaxation, and unforgettable experiences. But during my travels, I discovered that behind this paradise lies a darker reality that many tourists never see. In this documentary, I'll share my personal experiences and lessons learned about the hidden issues that affect both locals and visitors alike. While wandering the streets of Pattaya one night, I noticed a young girl standing outside a bar. She looked no older than 16, but there was a sadness in her eyes that struck me. Curious, I approached her and struck up a conversation. She told me she had come from a small village filled with dreams of a better life, only to find herself trapped in a world she never wanted. As I listened, I learned that human trafficking is a rampant issue in Thailand, particularly in the sex industry. Many young women are lured away with promises of jobs or education. Instead, they find themselves exploited in ways they never imagined. I spoke with local activists who are fighting hard to rescue these women and provide them with support. Their stories of bravery and determination inspired me, showing that there is hope even in the darkest situations. When I decided to explore Bangkok's nightlife, I was excited for a night of fun and dancing. The city buzzed with energy as I entered a popular club filled with laughter and music. However, as the night went on, I began to notice things that made me uncomfortable. I saw a group of people huddled in a corner, exchanging small packets. My heart raced as I realized I was witnessing a drug deal right in front of me. I later talked to a local bartender who shared his experiences working in the nightlife scene. He explained how he often had to deal with rowdy customers and illegal activities happening in plain sight. He wanted to create a safe environment for everyone, but felt helpless against the undercurrents of crime that flowed through the city. His honesty opened my eyes to the reality of nightlife and how easily tourists can be drawn into dangerous situations without even realizing it. In Chiang Mai, I met a young man named Arjun who was open about his struggles with addiction. Over coffee, he shared how he started using drugs at parties, thinking it was just a way to fit in. As his addiction grew, it took over his life, affecting his family and friends. Arjun's story made me realize that Thailand has a complicated relationship with drugs. The country is known for its production of meth and opium, and the government's attempts to combat the issue often lead to harsh punishments. I spoke with a social worker who described the challenges faced by those trying to recover. Many end up in jail instead of receiving the help they need. Hearing these personal stories made me understand the deep impact of the drug trade on individuals and communities. During my time in Thailand, I visited local markets where vendors proudly displayed their goods. One vendor, Mr. Somchai, shared his frustrations with me. He recounted a time when police officers approached him and demanded money to overlook a minor infraction in his stall. He felt trapped, knowing that if he didn't pay, they could cause him a lot of trouble. As I explored further, I encountered tourists who had their own stories of scams and shady dealings. Some were overcharged for simple items, while others fell victim to fake tour guides. I realized that corruption isn't just a problem for locals, it affects everyone who visits. When I traveled to stunning islands like Koh Phi Phi, I was initially awed by the clear blue waters and lush greenery. But as I walked along the beaches, I was shocked to see plastic bottles and trash scattered everywhere. It was heartbreaking to see such beauty being spoiled by pollution. I met local conservationists who were dedicated to protecting the environment. They told me about their efforts to clean up the beaches and educate tourists about responsible practices, like not littering and respecting wildlife. They explained how the influx of visitors often leads to environmental degradation, putting pressure on fragile ecosystems. Hearing their stories made me realize that we all have a role to play in preserving these natural wonders. Looking back on my journey through Thailand, I see a country that is not just beautiful, but also complex. While it attracts tourists from all over the world, it's important to acknowledge the challenges that many locals face. By being responsible travelers and supporting local communities, we can help make a difference. I hope my experiences inspire others to explore Thailand with a sense of awareness and compassion, ensuring that this incredible country remains a vibrant and welcoming place for generations to come.